Floss Tube. It's Critter Stitcher here, and we're here today with another Flossmas / Countdown to Christmas update. So, let's get started. So, first I'm just going to show you some stitching, as I've actually made some progress today. So yes, today, I had today off, and I didn't have anything I really had to do today, so I was able to get in some stitching. So I was able to finish off this little swirl on this antler, and later tonight, I plan on working on the next antler, which is going to kind of swirl up. I think it goes this way. But yeah, so I've kind of decided that I wanted to set a goal is I would love to be able to have all of the antlers done in time for Christmas. But we'll see about that because it's very close and we're probably going to get busy again because it's just that time of year. But yeah, I'm so happy I was able to sit down and get some stitching done. And I was also able to watch the Polar Express while I worked on some stitching today, which is my favorite Christmas movie. Alright, so that's what we have for stitching. So next, shall we move on to our countdown to Christmas / Advent calendars? I think we shall. And first up, we have the Disney Mickey and Minnie Candy Advent calendar from Williams and Somoma, given to me by my brother. So today is the 20th, so we will open day 20. Alright, let's see, where is it? Day 20. It's up here in this Disney, right here. See, oh, we got some more jelly beans. Hopefully my niece likes these because there's been quite a few of them. Alright, so jelly beans. Yum, yum. Alright, and next we have our the nice list from the Black Needle Society. And since yesterday, this is today's thing. It's a nice little festive party. Looks like we got some fruitcake on there and some ale and beer. Yeah, it looks like we're just getting ready for a party with this packaging. So, let's open it up and see what's inside. Ooh, there are some nice, beautiful colored threads. Oh, wow, these are pretty. Alphabet, Sterling, and Mermaid. Interesting. So these are the colors. These are from Forbidden Fiber Arts, which is actually the same company that made our fabrics. I wonder if we're getting a pattern from them. But yeah, but anyways, like this kind of reminds me of, well, it's called Alphabet, so that's the witch from Wicked. And then Mermaid, and then Sterling. But I don't know, it kind of gives me like wintry Northern Light vibes. Maybe it's going to be like a Northern Lights themed winter pattern. That'd be pretty cool. But anyways, let's put it up against the fabric. So this is fabric. And this is thread. Oh, I really wonder what tomorrow's pattern is going to be. Oh, they're so pretty together. Alrighty. So that's the nice list. And then what my husband got me for my Advent calendar, personalized to me by my husband, today's was a Stitch shirt. Now, I know like there's tons of people who absolutely love Stitch, and I do love Stitch. However, I'm not like a super crazy Stitch fan, but I do appreciate a really fun Stitch shirt. It is the many emotions of Stitch, and I believe these are all stills of Stitch from the movie. Lilo and Stitch. But still, it's so cute. Thanks, Dan. So that's all we have today for our Advents. However, we do have our winter animal of the day, and today's winter / Christmas animal of the day is the wolf. So I'll insert a picture of a wolf here. Awesome. Oh, wolves are so pretty, and they're just so majestic. I think they just represent so much. Anyways, so the average age of a wolf will be about 6 to 8 years in the wild. However, they can live up to 16 in the wild, and average wolves living under human care in zoos and wildlife sanctuaries definitely can live up into their 20s. And so the weight of a wolf will average from 31 pounds to 143 pounds. It actually depends on what area they live in. So the larger wolves are going to be living up in Alaska, while the smaller wolves are going to live towards the Middle East. So it seems like the more harsher and colder the environment, the more bigger they have to be able to survive in that environment. Which is, I believe there is an ecological term for that. Anyways, so, speaking of range, so wolves can be found in all over Eurasia and North America, and there is one species that can also be found in Africa, and there's various, like, up to 31 different subspecies, and subspecies are kind of, like, subjected to their area. Yeah. So these wolves are going to live in all sorts of different habitats, so they can be found in temperate forests, mountains, tundra, taiga, which is the forest of the subarctic, which are going to be found between the tundra and the temperate forest. They're also going to be found in grasslands and deserts as well. So this just goes to show how adaptable that these wolves are and how they can live in many different climates and habitats. So what these wolves are going to eat is mostly what the North American wolves living in North America are going to mostly be hunting: moose, elk, white-tailed deer, mule deer, caribou, muskox, and bison. They also will hunt rabbits and larger mammals as well. So they primarily hunt small to large herbivorous ungulates, which are hoofed animals. And they're also going to tend to go after more weaker prey, such as younger ones, or the older ones, or even ones that are just in poor condition and are sick. And when a meal is caught, so the whole pack is going to just gorge themselves, and they're going to eat and eat and eat. And once they're finished with that initial gorge, they're still going to linger around the carcass for a couple days. They're just going to continue to kind of like pick at it until it's mostly down to just a few bones and the fur left, and then they're going to move on for the next kill. So speaking of pack members, so pack members is wolves live in packs, which is a type of social structure. So they're going to live up to 2 dozen wolves can live in one pack, but it's mostly average of 6 to 10 wolves. And so what makes up a wolf is it's actually most of a family, so you're going to have one adult breeding pair and then many of their offspring as well. So these wolves are going to form strong social bonds with each other, and this is just due to that they're able to build these social bonds. And so wolves live in a dominance hierarchy. So a dominance hierarchy is when there's one animal is going to be dominant, and then the other one under it's going to be submissive to the dominant animal, but it's going to be dominant to the animal that's underneath it. So this is how it is until you have the ones that's at the very bottom and the alpha. So it's a very linear type of dominance. And this is kind of a type of social structure, as there's many different types of social structures in the animal world. Yeah. And so the alpha females are going to be primarily responsible for caring for the younger and the pups, while the alpha male is going to be primarily for the hunting and tracking prey for animals, as well as the traveling too, associated with that. Because wolves can travel many miles, tracking animals for their prey. However, both sexes are going to be involved in the attacking and killing of their food. So wolves are very territorial as well, and they will defend this territory aggressively as well against other wolf packs. And these territories can be up to 31 to 1,200 square miles, depending on just where they are located. So probably those territories up in Alaska are going to be pretty big because there's just so much land around, whereas the wolf territories in, say, the Rocky Mountains aren't going to be as big just because there's not a lot of space, and it also kind of depends on what their eat is going to, how that is also dispersed as well. And so these wolves are going to communicate with each other mostly through facial expression, bodies, and tail position, which is also how dogs communicate with each other and with humans as well. So wolves howl, it is known, and the main reason for wolves howling is that it's to stay in contact with their other pack members, and as well as to strengthen the social bonds between their pack members as well. So some fun things is that wolves are the ancestors of domestic dogs, and it is said that they were domesticated about 40,000 to 15,000 years ago. in the Eurasian continent. And this is just how modern, and then through selective breeding, we have continued to get the modern dog, as we know and love today. Speaking of which, my doggy's actually right here. So, wolves are going to be associated with Christmas and winter mostly because they are primarily found in areas where it's going to be cold and where it's going to snow. So you're often going to see wolves depicted in paintings, in winter paintings, and also, you can also find art with them being with Santa and other Arctic animals. So that's all I have for you today. Thank you everybody for watching, and have a great rest of your day, and be sure to tune in tomorrow for another countdown to Christmas /Flossmas video. Bye!